Hello there, I'm Black Bright News, and another story caught my eye in the Metro this morning, reducing the ISAs from 20,000 to 12,000 for under 65s. I'm just like, you know, what is it about wanting to control the masses, or control the working class, or control the middle class? What is it? It's almost like they want to take away our freedom of choice. Why would you say you're putting down the amount you can save in an ISA from 20,000 to 12,000 because you want them to invest it in stocks and bonds? People who don't know nothing about investment. And then you're saying you're modernizing saving culture. I mean, I don't like it. Some people, they put that money there, for a rainy day. The boiler breaks, or you have a legitimate calamity that requires you to access money quickly. And you're saying, oh, you've got 20 grand, therefore you need to put that in stocks and bonds to boost the economy. Why should we be responsible for your mistakes, for your errors, for your bad financial management? Why should you be penalising us and telling us how to save now? On the one hand, there's so many areas where they're telling us what to do, but now they want to tell us what to do with our own money. Is that fair? I don't think so. Anyway, let me read my notes. Rachel Reeves' policy seems to be modernising British savings culture, or forcing the rich culture onto the poor or the middle poor. To me, it's pushing cautious savers into a territory they don't want to enter. And why would they want to swap safety for risk? Under the new rules announced in the 2025 budget by Rachel Reeves, the annual limit on how much you can put in a cash ISA is being reduced. From the 6th of April 2027, you've got a couple of years, most savers, those under 65, will only be able to deposit up to 12,000 per year, per tax year, in a cash ISA. At the moment, it's 20,000 per tax year. That's the total you can put into ISAs, cash, stocks and shares, lifetime, etc. So why is it being changed? The government says this change is meant to encourage people to shift from low interest cash savings into investments like stocks and shares, ISA. But the thing is, why would you care whether or not I'm whatever I'm saving is low interest? What's that got to do with you? What has that got to do with the price of bread? How much interest I make on my savings? The audacity. So, why are they always trying to steer us like cattle to do what they want? Where is our freedom of choice? That's what I put in there. In other words, they want to nudge savers towards potentially higher yield investments rather than just locking money in cash savings account. It's unbelievable. I wonder if they listen to themselves. Who the change affects and who it doesn't. If you're under 65, the new 12,000 limit will apply from April 2027. If you're over 65, you keep the old allowance. Meaning you can still deposit 20,000 a year into cash ISA as before. What stays the same and what do you get? The overall ISA allowance remains at 20,000 per year. That means you could split your 20,000 between a cash ISA up to 12,000 and other ISA types. For example, a stocks and shares ISA or a lifetime ISA if eligible. Money and money you already have in existing cash ISAs is unaffected. The change only applies to new contributions from April 2027 onwards. So what does it mean for us? Well, if you were used to putting the full 20,000 a year into a cash ISA, from 2027 you won't be able to do that. You'll be capped at 12,000 unless you're over 65. To still make use of your full 20,000 ISA allowance, you'll need to consider putting the rest into other ISA types, e.g. stocks and shares ISA. That of course comes with more risk, since investments can go up and down, unlike a cash ISA, which is safer. People relying on cash ISAs for easy savings will have to adjust and maybe rethink how they use their savings allowance. A lot of people don't think it's fair. Most everyday savers prefer safe, simple cash savings. That's me. Many do not understand investing, risk, or the possibility of losing money. That's me. People saving for emergency or short-term needs generally shouldn't be pushed into high-risk products, and that's what I think. Reducing the cash ISA limits nudges people towards risk, even if they're uncomfortable or inexperienced. Many financial commentators argue that this could be a disadvantage older savers who want stability but are under 65, lower income households who cannot afford to lose money, risk-averse people or those with limited financial literacy. I mean, why should we put our money in stocks and bonds? If that's what we wanted to do, we'd be doing it. And I've noticed there's been a lot of videos coming out trying to edge us into stocks and bonds. What is the percentage of those who make money on stocks and bonds? I ask you. Should have looked it up. Anyway. Benefits to the government. Of course, they always benefit, but they make it look like it's in our benefit. If people move money into from cash savings into stocks and shares, more funds flow into UK companies, UK markets, business growth. This can help economic productivity. Potentially higher tax revenue. Yeah, they don't like the idea of us putting money in 20 grand in a ISA and not paying tax on it. So, cash ISAs shield interest from tax. They make it look like it's a sin or something innocuous. And high interest rates mean people save more tax. Reducing the ISA allowance means government collects more tax from savings held outside ISAs. Less lost revenue from the tax-free account. It encourages long-term capital markets. Government often wants people to invest more because it stabilises financial markets. Why should we be responsible for stabilising financial markets? It supports businesses. It reduces reliance on government borrowing. Bloody cheek. Political. It shows the government its backing growth by encouraging investments, whether savers like it or not. We might not even have a choice. Anyway, the drawbacks for us: opportunity for higher long-term returns. Well, the benefits, and I guess opportunity for higher long-term returns, still protected by the overall 20,000 ISA allowance. Keep some money in a safe cash. It's increased risk. Investments can fall in value. Cash rarely does, apart from inflation. Complexity. Most savers don't understand investment risk, don't feel confident making choices, prefer the simplicity and safety of cash. It penalises cautious savers like me, people who don't want to invest or are forced into either using taxable savings accounts or learning to invest when they don't want to. Not everyone benefits from high-risk returns. If the market does badly, the saver carries 100% of the loss, not the government. So, I don't think it's fair. It shifts risk to the saver. The government benefits, and we might win, we might lose. Anyway, babbling on a bit at the end, but I think you get the drift. And I think I'll stop it there. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts.